spent all this time making a brand new music video to YouTube, but when you upload it, all you get is crickets. You try one thing after another thing after another thing, but no matter how many different things you tried, your music videos still aren't getting any views. If you're wondering why it's so hard to make a good YouTube video, stick around and I'll tell you why. What's up everyone, it's your music video maven Gabby, and welcome back to the Musicians Prime YouTube channel, the #1 place for musicians to learn how they can leverage their careers with video. On this YouTube channel, I talk a lot about the ins and outs of making great video as it relates to you as a musician. Everything from the planning, to the filming, to the editing, and the promoting. So if you're new around here and this kind of content interests you, consider subscribing. So today I'm going to talk about a really commonly asked question amongst my musician colleagues and, probably a lot of YouTuber colleagues in general, because this is such a commonly asked question among anybody who's trying to make it on YouTube. Now, I'm gonna tell you what the question I get is,
hey Gabby, so I'm like an up-and-coming musician, and I know that video is really important for YouTube, and I started uploading a bunch of videos onto my YouTube channel, and I'm not really getting any views, and I've been uploading them for like 6 months, and my YouTube videos only get like 10 views each, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why isn't anybody watching my YouTube videos? Why is it so hard to make a YouTube channel?
Well, I'm gonna be telling you why that is. Stick around as I give you the reasons why. #1, you're not really giving them a reason to connect to you. Something that makes a music video really impactful is adding a storyline or creating something that allows the audience to connect to you. One of the most powerful things you can do in a music video is creating a story and creating yourself in an image that people can relate to. People like things that they can see themselves in. If you can make someone feel like they could be you, they see themselves in you, meaning you're going through an experience that they went through, then that gives them all the more reason to stick around, watch your videos, and connect with you as a musician. #2, whatever you're putting out there is not serving what your audience wants or what they're looking for. Now, this is kind of a tricky one as a musician because naturally we want to put out things that we like. And at the end of the day, you have to kind of stick to your guns with your own musical integrity. You can only do so much to, adhere to the fans and give them what they want. But if your audience is a little more inclined to take after certain tastes, like in music or whatnot, one helpful way to serve your audience as a musician is by doing covers that they might like. So maybe a question that you could ask your audience is, hey, what kind of songs are you guys listening to right now? Maybe they might say Rihanna or Lady Gaga. I don't know. You don't have to do mainstream artists, honestly, because actually it's more important to listen to what they're into, and then maybe you can do a cover with your own unique take on that. That's something that's worked really well for my band, Foreplay Clarinet. We do a lot of songs that we know that people will listen to or people are listening to in that moment. But as we make those covers, we're still holding on to our own musical style and the integrity of our musicianship, so we don't compromise anything in the process of making those covers. #3, your video is just not that visually interesting. I hate to break it to you, but if you're gonna make videos, you gotta bring something that is going to engage the viewer. #1 thing that you have to remember about video is that it's a visual experience. When people go to watch something on YouTube, whether it's cat videos or beauty tutorials, they want something that's gonna visually stimulate. Now, I don't necessarily know what that's gonna look like for you, but the 2 ways that I know how to do this in my experience is through the filming and the editing aspects of making a music video. Whether that's, creating lots of movement or using drone footage. That's something my band Foreplay Clarinet likes to use in order to really bring our audience members into the surroundings that we're in. It really makes people feel like they're part of every aspect of our music videos when they can see us from all angles. So that's something you might consider. But whether you have a drone or not, adding little visual cues within the way you film things. You can also create cool film transitions with your in-camera shots. I made a video about that last week. If you want to check that out, link in the description box below. Or you can do it in your editing. You can color correct the images so it can appear in a certain mood, whether maybe you want it to be brighter, warmer, happier, or maybe it's very cold and moody and dark, you can edit that in your video editing software to create a mood and a feeling. And very similar to the in-camera transitions, you can also edit transitions and add little glitch effects into your videos to create a visual feeling, to create something graphic, something moody, something with movement. You know, there's all sorts of things that you can do in the edit to create this kind of visual stimulation that people really like to engage with and watch in music videos. Okay, and now for my last reason as to why people aren't watching your YouTube videos. You ready for it? It's because you're doing the same thing as everyone else. More importantly, you are not doing anything that's bringing uniqueness to your video. Unfortunately, YouTube is so saturated with musicians trying to make it on YouTube that it's not going to be enough for you to just sit in front of your guitar and play a really cool Blackbird cover. It's just not going to do it anymore. You have to find something that makes you unique compared to everybody else. Well, good question, Gabby. What's going to make me unique compared to everybody else? Well, that's something for you to figure out, but let me give you some pointers and directions that you might be able to explore to help make your music video more unique than what other people are doing. I'm going to use my band as an example, okay? So we're 4 clarinetists. And when you think clarinet, you think classical music, right? But we don't play classical music. We started off playing pop and electronic covers, which is already kind of unique in itself because most people don't think that clarinet and pop and electronic music go together. But that made us unique because we played a genre of music that people were not normally accustomed to. Secondly, we added really cool visual graphics. Remember, going back to video being a visual experience, right? So we created really cool imagery with our arrangements, and that just kind of enhanced the whole picture and kind of made us one little unique package. And in video, you can emulate this in the way you dress. Maybe you have a really cool, unique style that you dress in, or maybe you're really good at playing a lot of different instruments and you want to show that off. Creating a multi-screen music video with you playing like 100 different instruments, that would be really cool. That would be something that I would love to watch. And bonus, if you could make those multi-screens interact with each other in a really unique way, that would be a really unique way to show off both your talents and make it really visually interesting. Or maybe you're really well known in your community for playing and interpreting a certain genre of music a certain way. Figure out different ways to show that on screen. These are just some of the ways you can go about it. There's a million different ways you can show off your unique self. But the point is, if you're doing the beauty of being a human being in this world is that no single one of us is the exact same. And that is the beauty of us as a human being. So if you're feeling down or beat up about the fact that you can't figure out what makes you unique, you have to remember that there's gonna be something that you see or interpret in music or in video or visually in life that nobody else is gonna see. And people are gonna be interested in that perspective. They wanna see things that they haven't seen before. Think of something that you think or say in a way that nobody else thinks or says. That is something that people will be interested in. And if you can do that, you're definitely gonna get people watching your videos. All right, so that does it for this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked what I talked about in this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let all your friends know about Musicians Prime, because I'm here to help you figure out how to make video work for you in your career and get you all those monies and career opportunities. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a good one. Until next time, I'll see you later.